We have an unusual gospel, and one that I believe is a foretaste of what is to come. Jesus is in a Gentile territory, and the Jewish people at that time did not like the Gentile people because they worshipped many different false gods, and they were usually called like swine and dogs. They were kind of compared to swine and dogs. So the gospel story is how this woman was persistent because her daughter was sick in some way. Sometimes when a person was sick, they would say a demon is in her. Not necessarily possessed by the devil. It can just be a mental sickness or a physical sickness. And she uses all the right terms, but like she speaks to Jesus as Lord rather than Sir, which is she believes in him as a holy man and a good man. And that is why she is persistent, because like any parent, they want their children to be well. And Jesus does use the terminology dog, kind of, which is unusual because he wasn't a person who discriminated or demeaned people in any way. But he was using the common term at that time, why give, I don't know the example, but I'm trying to make up one. But it was a generalization. Why should we look after the Gentiles? Because they don't worship the God that we worship, more or less. But she was persistent, and through her persistence, the daughter was healed. So you can see kind of the background to some of this is that generally religion over time kind of focused on purity and isolation, then compassion and kindness. And if you go through, look at Mundelein Seminary. Where was it built? Out in a remote place over 100 years ago, isolated from civilization and society. And the focus was on purity and being pure. And if you go around Europe, you can see sometimes the oldest monasteries are up on the highest mountain, separated from anybody else, where the emphasis on Jesus is very much on compassion for people, and instead of purity and isolation. He is very much focused on compassion, and you would say including, because expanding who it is he's going to minister to as the risen Lord, which were the Gentiles. So that's something that can, even as a society, some of that kind of disposition can come to the fore from time to time as well. The whole area of being pure and excluding, rather than being compassionate and including. It has happened. If you go to the museums, you can see, all the emphasis on being really pure and separate, rather than being compassionate and caring towards other people. So that is something that we should pay attention to in our own spirituality, in our own faith as well. Obviously, we have to follow Jesus, who was compassionate and kind to people that he met, as he did this woman. And because of that relationship, her daughter was healed and made well.
Please join us in the chapel.
Thank you for joining us today. Our digital ministry provides a valuable service to parishioners and visitors alike. How wonderful that we can share God's Word, the celebration of the Eucharist, and other important words and events with those who may not be able to be with us in person. If you would like to support this effort, please go to olphglenview.org. Click on the gold donate button and then the Sunday giving icon to make a contribution on our secure online giving portal. We sincerely appreciate your past and ongoing support. Thank you for helping us continue this ministry. God bless.